Hello, welcome everybody.
Hello.
Hello, I think we are ready to get started. If Candace is ready.
Okay, getting just about there. Need to flip my camera and can you see that?
Yes, perfect.
Now, the one in costume should be sitting in a prominent place.
Maybe you could be next to the display.
Hold on one moment.
Talk about it.
Thank you for bearing with us, everyone. First day's got a few bumps to roll out. By the 7th day, we'll be all right.
Apologize. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute, let me turn the sound off on the other. I thought it was muted. Habari Gani.
Umoja.
Habari Gani means what's the news or what's happening. It is the official greeting of Kwanzaa and is repeated daily. Every time someone greets you with Habari Gani, you respond with the name of the principle for that day. For instance, the Kwanzaa principle for day 1 is Umoja. So when I say Habari Gani, the appropriate response is
Umoja.
James,
Yes.
may I have permission to light the candle for today?
Yes, you have my permission to light the candle for today.
The candle lighting ceremony is very important. There is 1 black candle, 3 red, and 3 green. They represent the 7 principles. The black candle is lit on the first day of the celebration to indicate that the people come first. And then the red candle, which recognizes our struggle. And finally, the green candle, which acknowledges our hope that comes from the struggle. The red candle also recognizes the past, while the green candle represents the future. The affirmation for today, with the principle of Umoja, unity within the family, nation, and race will uplift our spirits and preserve our cultural base. Unity is both a principle and a practice of togetherness in all things good and of mutual benefit. It is the principled and harmonious togetherness, not simply a being together. That is why value rootedness is so important, even indispensable. Unity as principled and harmonious togetherness is a cardinal virtue of both classical and general African societies. It is no less a practice as are all the other principles. For practice is central to African ethics, and all claims of ethical living and community or in commitment to moral principles are tested, improved, or disproved in relations with others. Relations hinge on which morality turns, the ground on which it rises or falls. In this regard, we can refer back to the discussion on character development through ethical instruction. Character development is not simply to create a good person abstracted from community, but rather a person in positive interaction, a person whose quality of relations with others is defined, first of all, by a principled and harmonious togetherness, a real or practiced unity. Our ancestors, in coming with the first Sherard family reunion, followed the principle of unity, the togetherness of family, wanting to keep us all together. I feel as if they are examples of Umoja. Does anyone have any personal stories that relate to Umoja? Anything that they practice on in current day that others may use for the future?
Candace, if even simple things like having Sunday dinner can be considered a way of practicing Umoja, coming together to have a time where the family comes together and eats and just shares our energy together and talks for more than just a few minutes here, a few minutes there. To me, that's the way that you keep the positive connections in the family together, and a way to remain unified in times when it's not as happy or easy. Take the happy moments to make the difficult moments a little less stressful.
And when we come together to celebrate the birthdays of our relatives, we come in unity and telling family stories about each other and our connection, our interconnection in the family. That would be an example of unity.
I'm Joanne Sherard Braswell, and I think my way of connecting is finding, after all of these years, finding my Sherard side of the family. My father was Mason Sherard, and so it's great for me because since I'm usually on here and doing different things, I share it with my sisters. My parents had 5 girls, and so I think that it's important that I share what I find out with them and invite them to come on and to do different things. And so some of the stories that I found out about our family, if they didn't hear it, I make sure that I share it, and we share it with our children, because my parents had I think there's about 50 grandchildren and maybe 25 great-grandchildren. So we try to share that with them so they'll know the Sherard side of their family.
I think that the last two virtual reunions we've had are great examples of Umoja, even in times with COVID and everything that's been going on. We have honored our tradition and brought ourselves together virtually and using the technology of today. So I think that's a great example of Umoja too, that we've all been part of.
Well, I think one of the things that's important to me in coming together with family, or even getting to know the family and their history, particularly for Black kids at this point in time, that it helps instill some pride in who you are, what your family has done, and to let you know that there are things that you can do as well, because people in the family have done it. So to give those people, those younger people, some idea of what not only history of Africa is all about, but also more personally, what has your family done in its life? Not that they're going to be a movie star president of the United States, but there are a lot of other people who are doing the heavy lifting, so to speak. And some of those people are in our family. And it is, to me, is very beneficial that all of us get to know the history of members of our family and use that as encouragement for us to do things well in our society as well as in our family. Thank you.
Does anyone else have any examples that they want to share?
Yes, this is Wynette Sherard, and I think that the segment on ancestor detectives that we do every month also shows a unity, because sometimes when the person that we explore, I may have a little bit of knowledge about that person or maybe no knowledge at all. But by the end of the session, I feel very involved in their story and feel like a small part of their story continues to live on as we explored it, and it's very enlightening. So I think that is also gives me a sense of unity after each ancestor detective.
It appears that Candace is muted.
Muted still. She's trying to speak. She's still muted.
There you go.
Okay, so I need to start over. Okay, I'm Abraline Sherard White, here at the home of Candace Marlene, who is my niece. Also present is Jocelyn Towns and her husband, and my daughters are here. What I'm saying is there are 3 generations here. And I think that's an example of unity, how we can come together on this first day of Kwanzaa as a family spanning 3 generations.
Well, on that note, I feel as if I'm Candace Thomas, and I feel as if just all of the different activities that we hold on a monthly basis is an attempt to unite us as a family and keep us connected, not just at the times of the reunion, but throughout the years. so that we keep that connection. And when we come together at reunion, it's just reaffirming the bond that we already have from all of our other activities. Anyone else?
And I think as we move into the future, a way that we can include more unity is more Umoja in our family, is to invest more in these events that we're doing. We are trying to get more people to join in, because I think once people do, they find what value there is here. So I'm really happy today to see how many people are here with us to celebrate Kwanzaa, and I hope we continue to spread this Umoja and the Kwanzaa feelings and bring us all together each night as we move forward. I'm excited.
Technical difficulties moving through the screens. Hold on one moment.
Hey y'all, I'm driving. If I drop out, it's because my battery is low and I can't pull over right now to get on another phone. So if I accidentally log out, that's what happened. Just like, anticipating, let's see how low my battery is.
Okay, no worries. Thank you for the warning.
Thanks, April. Okay, we will strive. Actually, I appreciate everything that everyone had to say about unity and ways to unite the family, things that we do now, things that we can do in the future. I think that as we strive for discipline, dedication, and achievement in all we do, we need to dare to struggle and sacrifice and gain the strength that comes from this. Build where we are and dare to leave a legacy that will last as long as the sun shines and the water flows. Practice the Nguzo Saba 7 principles daily. May the wisdom of the ancestors always walk with us. May the year's end meet us laughing and stronger. May our children honor us by following our example in love and struggle. And at the end of next year, may we sit again together in larger numbers with greater achievement and closer to liberation and a higher level of human life. Let's pull together. I gotta put my video on for this. You ready? Arms up. Nice big fist. Harambe.
Harambe!
Harambe.
Harambe!
Harambe.
Harambe!
Harambe,
Harambe.
Harambe!
Harambe.
Harambe!
Harambe. Was that so?
I think so.
Okay, I lost count. I'm sorry.
Candace, I'll say right there, Harambe is a word that is, it loosely translates to let's pull together. So by like pulling down, you are pulling our energy together as one unit. You say it really loud and you say it, the last one, you hold it as long as you can to give that fire energy of pulling together, like coming in one space and one energy at one time together as one. So I guess, as the week progresses, let's all get into that Harambe vibe. That just changes the whole energy of the room, and let's change the energy of the Zoom. You're gonna change the energy of the room and the Zoom. I putting that power behind that word, Harambe. Sorry for interrupting.
Thanks, April.
Thank you.
And thanks for all the assistance that you've given prior to.
Yes, thank you.
It's my honor.
It
And
will-
that is actually the conclusion of tonight's celebration.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
everyone,
thank
for
you.
being here. And we will be back tomorrow night. The stream will start around 6:50, and we'll start the presentation at 7:05.
Thank you.
Everyone, have a good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody. Lots of love to you all.
Good night, family. Be
Good
safe.
night. You
Good
too.
night. Good night. So glad to see everybody. Hope you come back tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Good night.
One more time, good job, Rachel and Wynette.
Thank you. Thank you so much, James.
And Candace and April and a couple other people. So
Okay,
thank you.
Rachel, how many people logged in?
Wait, hang on, let me end the, I think I have to end the meeting in
I
order
think
to
Wait a
end
I think
the
it was
Why can't I hear?
13.
So,
10.
I'm gonna end the meeting and end the stream and then just restart the meeting so we can pop right back in here, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. See you tomorrow, James. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.